Thank you to today's sponsor, Flexispot. Hello. It's been so long since I have done a video, but we are finally moved. This is my garage. I'm so glad that you've clicked on this channel and grateful that you are here. I hope you enjoy the makeover. I am here every week and would love to have you along on the journey. My name is Sarah and this is 445 Designs. Flexispot have kindly sent me the Flexispot electric height adjustable standing desk frame in the Pro Series. EC5 is the model that they sent me, and I'm making a desk for Phil, for my husband. We sold a lot of our furniture before moving and got rid of, and had to leave a lot as well just to try and get everything in the truck. So he's been needing a desk, a really good quality desk for a while, and when Flexispot reached out to me, I thought it was a perfect collaboration because I've always wanted to do a live edge wood slab desk. I think they are beautiful. I've been dying to do one, and this is a perfect opportunity to do that. Taking the bark off the back edge, you're really not going to see it, and some of it was already coming off anyway. Then I just sand that clean, but we're going to leave the front edge with the bark on it. I really like that look. Alrighty, I'm using a pre-stain wood conditioner. I'm just going to brush it on and wipe it off in about 1 to 5 minutes. Alright, you don't want to leave any excess of the wood conditioner on top of your wood. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to be staining it. We did some tests on the stain on the underside of the shelves, and the stain that Phil decided he really liked was Kona. Everybody loves that stain. It's just a perfect walnut shade. So we're going to be staining it in the Polyurethane gel stain in Kona. And the Polyurethane is oil based. This is a water based wood conditioner. I'm going to let that dry for at least 2 days because I want it to dry properly, and because it does get quite cold, or it has done the last few nights down here. It's gotten below 0. That's Celsius, to just clarify. I only talk Celsius, I don't talk Fahrenheit. So I'm going to take it inside and let it dry out for a couple of days, and then once it has dried out, I'm going to stain it, and then I'm going to top coat it with a polyurethane this time. Normally you see me do polyacrylic, but for this guy, we're going to do polyurethane. Everything comes back so well. Look at that. Alright, that's the electronics of it. So it's Flexispot.com. I cannot wait for this standing desk, or they even sell bikes on their website. Sit, stand, move solutions. Wow, these guys are organized. Look at that. And they even put letters on all the... I'm super impressed so far. There's 6 steps and it's done. 2 little legs. If you head over to Flexispot.com, you will see all of their Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, and you can use my link in the description box below and you'll receive $15 off your first order.
Oh shit,
Okay. Whoa, sorry. That took me under 15 minutes to put together. I've got to attach it to the top. Once I do that and screw it to the top, then I have to screw this to the underneath. It's so simple, easy to follow. Steps were easy to follow. Love that everything was separated in the bag, not just all mixed in together. Don't get that very often. The large piece has been sanded, cut, and conditioned. After yesterday when I built the base, we put the the wood on top of it, and the base is 23 inches and this is 19 to 20, because you know it's live edge, so it goes like this. So we got 10 more inches yesterday, so I have to repeat all of that, cut it, sand it, condition it, let it dry, and then what I'm going to do is attach the small piece to the big piece, glue, and then I'll have to pull the two pieces together with some clamps. I have to go buy some. It's going to be like between 25 to 27 inches then deep, which suits him better anyway because he's going to put his piano keyboard up on it. There are a couple, which is completely normal when the raw wood kiln, did I say that right? Dried. I'm going to put some glue and the sawdust together and we're going to pop it into the cracks. There are not a lot of them on the bigger piece. There are none on the little piece, so that's good. I'm in two minds about what to do. You could either do an epoxy, 2-part epoxy, which I've got, or I could use my Starbond glue. I've got a brown in the medium. I had to do a few passes and use my accelerator, but I'm happy with that. It's filled those gaps. I did use the dark because if you remember yesterday, I said I'm staining it in that Kona stain, the dark brown stain. I'm gonna let it dry. It's a mosquito that just won't leave me alone. I'm gonna let that dry. It needs another sand anyway before I stain it. I want the edges to join seamlessly, so the best way that I can do that with what I've got is to plane them down. I love this machine. It's so good. Look at that edge. I just need to give that small edge that got missed a sand, and fingers crossed. If that didn't work, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, buddy! Really happy with that. Seriously, I'm not doing too badly. I've only got one blood blister, and that wasn't even from a tool, that was from the clamp. I'm going to glue those together, let it dry overnight. I want enough glue on both sides that when I clamp it, I get, you know, glue spilling over. I'm just going to run along the seam where, you know, it didn't join completely. So I do have this Minwax wood putty, there we go, in walnut. So after the putty dries, I'm going to sand back the putty and the glue from last night. I wiped most of it up, but I kept fussing over it last night, and at one point I just had to tell myself to stop fussing and walk away. So I did the 60 with the orbital, 120 with the orbital, 180 with the surf prep, and I'm going to do a 220 by hand with my little foam thing. I got a bit carried away and flung stain all over the board. Go slow, go slow. I'm using polyurethane, like I said before, on this project. In the past, polyurethane and I have not been great friends, but we've come a long way, and I've learned, I think, a little bit more how to work with it well. Now, you just want just a littlest bit on your brush. Thin coats, as you've heard me say, and I'll keep saying, is best, and go slow. Thin multiple coats and just go slowly, and this will reduce brush strokes in the end and also bubbles. And I know you can see bubbles there, but once it dries, the bubbles just pop right out. See them, you can see them disappearing now. Like magic. I'm taking my superfine rad pad from Surf Prep, and I'm lightly sanding the top between the coats. Then I'm taking my tack cloth, getting up all of the dust, and applying 3 more coats. Right, so I've attached the top to the base, to the legs, and now I just have to attach all the electronics. How good is that? Adjust it to the height that you want to set your memory at. I've already got standing and sitting, and then I'm going to make a small height adjustment just to show you. 30.4, and I'm going to press memory, and number 3 I'm going to adjust it to, it's at 30.4 inches now, and I'm going to adjust the height of the desk. I only went down slightly to 29.8, which is my sitting height. And then a slight adjustment to 30. And then if we want to stand up, there's so much to love about this desk. How simple it was to put together, how you can make a one-of-a-kind desk with your own top, that it has memory function that you can sit and stand with just a touch of a button. I had so much fun making this desk. Thank you so much, Flexispot. Remember guys to check out my link below for an exclusive $15 off your first order. They have a bunch of Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals going on right now. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys on another makeover. Bye!